Hi, my name is Vinita Otieno. I am the mom of 4 girls, Mamboi, Shiko, Wangari, and Tosin.
So I'm Shiko. I'm Mamboi.
My name is Sarah Wanjahi.
I'd say my favorite memory with my mom is when I was younger and I used to cry because people in my estate were like really mean to me. She'd tell me not to care about them at all and to just be myself, and if they don't like that, they can deal with it.
My favorite memory of me with my mom, when we went on vacation to Tamil.
When we were playing this gestures game, and she got a card that said she had like act like a flamingo. So we were meant to guess what she was doing, and she kept on doing this. And we thought it was an elephant, and she kept on telling us it was meant to be a flamingo. And it was just like funny, yeah.
Because I'm a foodie, my favorite memory of my mom would be coming home after church. And we'd come home from church, and then I could smell the food. Somehow she magically managed to enter the kitchen, make sure the food was going, and I knew in the next few minutes we'd be eating the most amazing food. She's a good cook.
The favorite thing about my mom, she helps me learn a lot of things.
One thing my mom has done for me that I will never forget is when my teacher hit me on the head with the side of a blackboard ruler because of talking. And she came to school to talk to my teacher about it because that's not right. So I'd say that's one of the things.
A time that my mom made me really happy was when I fell down. She helped me up and got me like food to cheer me up.
Yeah, she got me my own room after I had been asking for like many years to get a room so I could like have my own space and my clothes can't be mixed up with some people's clothes. Yeah. The best piece of advice my mom has given me is that I shouldn't let other people be in my head or tell me that I'm not beautiful, because she knows I'm beautiful and I should know that as well.
Some of the things my mom has taught me are how to be responsible, clean, and obedient.
Hard work pays. Like when I was doing my KCPE and I had just come from doing an exam and I failed that exam. So my mom kept on telling me like hard work pays, and after I did my KCPE, I was actually happy with my results.
My mom instilled in me the value of time, accountability, and hard work. She constantly reminded me, whatever it is you say you'll do, see it through or don't commit to it. Regarding time, everybody gets 24 hours. Use your time wisely. Be wise about it. And at the end of the day, have something to show about it. Regarding hard work, she encourages us to be hard workers, but to have time for each other as siblings. So it's something that I share with my daughters, that don't get too busy for each other. Your 4 girls, my prayer is that they blossom into having a beautiful relationship with each other.
My mom has shaped who I am today by just giving me the best advice that a mother could give their child. And she disciplines me without making it seem like I'm being disciplined for no reason. She encouraged me to work out. Yeah, she encouraged me to work out because before I used to complain about fat issues, and eventually I started working out for a period of time, and I might be joining boxing classes. So yeah, she encouraged me to do that. I'd describe my mom as a very disciplined person. She's just generally a really kind person, and she's a person who you can look up to.
I think my mom is really good at training and cooking.
She's disciplined, she's hardworking, and she's really beautiful.
I would thank her for teaching me a lot.
My mom has impacted me in my parenting journey. She keeps reminding me to be patient. My mom is very patient. Vinita, as her daughter, gets very impatient. So she keeps reminding me that children need to be hard, and I need to focus more on being their friend and listening. So patience comes from listening, not speaking over them. Because when you speak over them, you lose a lot of what they're trying to tell you. My understanding of my mother has evolved over time. Of course, as a child, she's the person who was telling you what to do and when to do it and how to do it, which can seem a bit restrictive because as a child, you're trying to push boundaries and learn. Now that I'm a mother, I noticed most of what she did was out of love and protection and wishing me the best. So it's changed to understand that she was not necessarily stifling my journey, but she was guiding it so that I am able to fulfill what it is that God has instilled in me. The lessons that I've learned from my mom that I personally use to navigate motherhood has been consistency. If you talk or tell my daughters or children why they cannot do something, if you tell the children why they can't do something, make sure you follow it up with the reason behind it. It's not enough to say no constantly, because to children, you come off being restrictive, you're not listening. So whatever it is that you tell them, why they can't do it, add a lesson behind it so that they can tie it in. And I wish I knew that each child would come with their own personality. They're all beautiful in their own way. However, your parenting has to adjust depending on which daughter it is you're dealing with at that time. I know, it's so true.
When she tells jokes, when she says jokes, when she compliments me, and basically when she tells me that I don't have to act a certain way for people to like her.
When she tells me that I can be anything I want to be, whether big or small, she also to me.
When she cooks, and then she puts this series on her laptop, and then we all end up like sitting down and watching it, and sometimes we end up like just pausing it because she pauses.
I balance my time. I've taken note of what each child likes to do. So, for example, I'll start with my fast. It would be if I'm going for an early day to work, then she could come with me. Afterwards, we'd go to have coffee and she can walk around the mall and we can engage. With my second, she loves to cook and to sing. So I know if I make something to involve her, she'll have the first taste and tell me how it is. With my third, she likes fitness, exercise, and hanging out. So I know if I'm going to the gym and I have a client, she can come along with me for that and she gets to do her exercises. With my fourth and current one, she's just happy being told hi. Hi. You see? So for now, we'll wait and see how that will go when she gets older.
Before I became a teenager, she used to be more strict on me in a way. Like, there'd be certain things I can't do and certain things I can do. But now, like, that I've grown up a little bit, she lets me do stuff really. Like, before, I couldn't go to a mall with my friends only because she thinks that I can put in a handbag and
she can fit.
Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
But now I'm allowed to go with my friends.
I'd say when I was younger, she'd pick my clothes and she'd tell me there are some things that I can't wear and some things that I can. But now, she doesn't pick my clothes, but I wear what I want, and I guess she'll just do it.
We'll discuss.
She would not allow me to have sleepovers with my friends. Now she allows me to have sleepovers. And before she would she made me wear 2 sweaters even though it's like really hot. She'd say that my chest needs to be protected, but now I can just go like 1 sweater and a t-shirt.
One of the differences, again, like I told you, parenting, you can't get a manual in the correct way on how to do it. It's a very personal journey. So each child has different personalities. I've learned that sometimes beating may not be the answer. Sometimes some things require you to actually talk and discuss. So maybe the older kids can have input on it.
There's a difference between my mom disciplines one way and Selai. When me and Omwe were younger, we'd be beaten, unlike men, at the same age as Sarai, when we were 9, we'd be beaten. But now Sarai is just told don't do that and she can just go freely without even being beaten. See, there's a day I couldn't spell lion. My mom told me I get out of the house and I walked myself outside the house because I couldn't spell lion. Now Sarai can't spell a certain word. She's like, okay, go ask your older siblings. Go ask that. Me, I couldn't spell it. Like I don't know what class I was in. I was in nursery.
Wait, that's because
And I couldn't spell lion.
So she
Kicked me out of the house.
She makes me for not.
But you learned to spell the lion, right?
Yeah.
You see? So sometimes the actions or the desire as a parent of what you want your child to do can overcast the love and protection you should perhaps have for them. For me, I'm very military. So the reason, I mean, you're in school 8 hours, how can't you spell lion? It's a good school.
It's good for 6 hours.
Oh, you see, okay, well, let's see, you're better than me in maths. But, let's clap for you, lion and maths, well done, huh? So, yes, I did get upset, and as I get out, I know, which is quite harsh. Yeah, lion can spell lion. It worked. And later she told me, and I realized it affected her, because years later, she was like, do you remember you said to me? I was like, oh my God, she remembered. So I took the opportunity to improve how I parent your sibling. And not said out, but one boy, I'm sorry.
I am my mother's closest daughter. Because we enjoy the same things. She takes me out for food, she takes me out. When I would get makeup, she's the one who buys it for me. She buys me clothes. She takes me out to eat food because she knows me and her both enjoy food. And I get my sister might say it's her, but it's like obviously me because you know it's very obvious.
I'm happy best. We were best friends. She beats me, I beat her. when I was 6 years old. When we enjoy a lot of things. We enjoy when we're together, when we're hanging out. Some people just try to interrupt. But yeah, I can say that.
Well, you see, let's like name. Me personally, I was raised the harshest. I had to write a whole conversation on my phone. Sarai got her phone, a tablet actually. She broke it, she got another one. And now she has a phone. So, see, she even got it.
Let me just interrupt that battle for favorites. Every child is unique. I do absolutely share a lot of things with Shiko, and we do converse. I do at the same time share a lot of things with, see, she also is now vying for that seat. Pushed off the sheet, she's like, hey, I'm here, number 4. And I enjoy each of the children are dynamic in their own amazing way. Being a mom of 4 daughters has shaped, transformed, and changed me in many ways. It's made me more compassionate to how I interact with individuals. It's made me a better listener. It's taught me so much. Because as much as you see them quibbling and having opinions, they also speak a lot into my life. Where I'm wrong, they're the first mirrors that I face. Because they're in the house with me. If I'm too harsh with somebody, they're the first ones to call me out. And I have forever friends.
I hope to learn that I'm able to grow spiritually because my mom really worships God and really enjoys reading the Bible. And I hope to learn that. I also hope to learn to be fit. So yeah.
I hope to learn timekeeping because my timetable is very shattered. And my mom has a strong timetable. Like, she knows when she wants to do stuff. I also like to learn her fitness because she wakes up like very early to work out, and like that's very motivating. Yeah.
I want to learn to have her fitness and her cooking skills. Yeah, and try to not be harsh in a way that teaches me and my children to come.
The message I'd like to share with other moms out there, I know the journey of motherhood is difficult, it's exhausting, but I also know it's so rewarding. Looking at your little one, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed. You're your own mom. No one should, don't look at other moms and be like, wow, they have it going down. You're not in their house. You only see a fraction of what they're going through. I'd encourage other moms to prioritize yourself. Think of you first. If you're better, okay, here comes the chest. If you're better, then you have a more balanced home. If you spend a lot of time trying to prioritize your family and then you let you go, you're harsher. For me personally, I can speak on me. If I don't exercise or have some time, as my daughter has mentioned, doing my Bible study, and I a bit of a type A, everything has to work a certain way. I can go overboard and I bleed on other people. So I've learned to prioritize and center myself so that I can be better. So for other moms out there, you're doing your best, you're a good mom. You're the only mom that your child wished to have. So whatever improvement you might have to be, get feedback like I'm doing left, right, and center from these 4 girls.
I'm grateful that I'll have a forever best friend and someone who can encourage me in all ways.
I love you, and I'm grateful for you because you motivate me to grow.
I'm grateful for the teachings that you show me in life and motivates me to keep going when I stop.
So I'll start with Shiko. Shiko, I am so grateful that you are honest. You don't let me get away with much. You speak your mind with love or wrath, whether I'll be upset, whether I'll be temperamental about it, you tell me. Today morning, you reminded me that gratitude is the right attitude, and I thank you for that. So never stop speaking up for what you believe in. Wambui, I'm grateful for you. You're the first, and I know I was tough on you. You helped me so much with your other sisters. I'm grateful again that you take a stand. When you see that I may be favoring one over the other, you tell me. Like that time when I wanted to go off on Shiko for something that Sarai had done, you told me what Sarai had said, and you said it on camera, which made it. So thank you for keeping the balance in your house, and I'm grateful for you, and I love you back. Sarai, I am grateful for you as a number 3. You are thoughtful. You arrange your sister's things when it's time for her to shower, and you give me a moment to breathe. You're not afraid to take your stand, and you let people make sure that you're heard. And for my number 4, I am grateful that I have a chance, I guess, again, to learn and do things right. And I'm grateful for a chance with her to reflect on what I may have done and how I can improve. Happy Mother's Day!